That only took 4 months. I am not even kidding. I'm serious, guys. The bins look like this. Should I get rid of this? Welcome to our homeschool room. Wait, that's not right. Okay, I'm ready. That only took 4 months. We are so glad to be done organizing this schoolroom. It's more of a place where we keep all the art stuff. So this room is our school room. We do school in it when it's organized. Hopefully we'll do school in it more and keep all of that stuff in this room instead of scattered around the house. I lost my book. I can't find this. I can't find that. Yeah, we like to keep our school stuff in here, our art stuff in here. We have some books, we have calendar, chalkboard, our map, like everything's in one central location for the most part. We do school in our living room on the couches or at the table. Like we just did dinosaur fossils a while ago and we needed the table in the oven for that. So, but this is our happy place. We love it, the kids love it. They know to clean up their mess. And this room before was really bad. We went through a lot of stuff and minimalized a lot of stuff in here. As you can see, everything fits in here. We have 4 kids, different age ranges, 4 different age ranges, 4 different grades, 4 completely different levels. That's been my biggest challenge, to keep some things for each age so they can challenge themselves at their level. Yeah, that got out of hand really bad. And we just ended up accumulating just way too much stuff, like way too much stuff for us as a family. We have some activities down here. This is more for the younger kids down here, but older kids can do some pretty sweet things with these. I try to find items that all 4 of them can use and they can challenge themselves at their own level. I'm still learning the bins. It's totally new to me. So in this bin we have some modeling clay, some beads. In this bin we have some random hands-on activities. Like I said, I've got kids different ages. This is counting, there's letters, there's sensory, there's an ink pad, whatnot in there. This is mostly for the littler kids. And this one I have art supplies, extra crayons, extra glue, whatever, hot glue gun. This one I have sort of the technology, and we have Tiggly, I don't know if you guys have heard of that, and some scratch coding cards, and these work with the computer. Over here I have math boards. There's a division board and a multiplication board in here, and they use beads to do that. I'll show you guys beads. Right there. I have this in here for mainly the older kids, and that's just somewhere to store it right up here where little hands don't lose things, because that always happens. I have more math stuff up here, math manipulatives, some math games in here, pencil sharpener, printer. We've got a charging station over here. In this basket, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it this way. I've not used this room yet. Since it's been organized, but we have some school books in here, like, I don't know, they're not really school books, they're doodle books, and we have some coloring doodle books, sticker books, whatever you want to call it, right here. Up here is our, this is our overflow. This is our art bin, and this is our overflow, like extra crayons. Like, am I supposed to throw these out? I'll just save them. That's all I'm keeping. Rock crayons, highlighters, just extra pencils, whatever. And in here I have my binding for the Pro Clicks. I bind my own curriculum. If you want, you can go check out our binding video. We'll link it down below in the description. I have the other binding stuff down here in this hutch. I have some extra paper, and I got like the binding covers. There's laminating sheets in here. I have my extra ink for the printer. It's all central in one location. So this is the Pro Click that I use. Put the paper in, slide it, and it can do like up to 6 pages. at a time, depending on how thick your paper is. I do 32-pound paper, and I can do about 5 at the most, sometimes 6. So I've used the Pro-Click binding system for all of our Gather Around Homeschool units that we've done, except for the first unit, because I was trying that curriculum out and I wasn't sure. Really love this thing. So I also have my laminator in here. I have some All About Reading. My kids have used that before we use Gather Around, and they just really enjoy doing it. I also have some like math counters in here. So up here in this bin, I'm not gonna get it down because I'm short right now, is our Play-Doh tools and things to use with Play-Doh. So I have these bins right here on the wall, these tins. One has some beads in it, specifically for my 6-year-old, so I can just give this to her. She can be done, put it away, and then I can put it away so it doesn't go everywhere and be a mess. That's happened before. Ask me. This bin has our chalk markers in it for our chalkboard, and I have some chalk over here. I didn't want to put this little chalk in here for it to get lost, so I have this here. Over here, I have our letter area. I don't know if you guys know what the movable alphabet is. It's a Montessori thing. I'm sort of stuck with it since my first was 1, almost 2. My 4-year-old can read some words right now. It's pretty cool. All my kids have been able to read at like 3, like read some words at different levels. Each kid was different. But you match up the letter, like this is pup. They have to find the P and match it up on this line. And I have, there's a whole bunch of pictures and stuff. I have these little letters that I keep in here with little letter cards to match up with these letters. So in here you have the movable alphabet, A through Z. These are the bigger ones. These are the smaller ones. I got this little board. You put something here like an animal. Let's say you put a dog here. They have to spell dog and write the word dog. So I like to store this in here and we can just pick it up and go. Here are cursive movable alphabet. So it's all cursive. This is one of my favorite school items. They have been used so much through the years. I am not even kidding. From my firstborn down to my 4th, and I'm really working on them with my 4th now, with Zubin, with he's 4. We have a lot of fun with them. They're hands-on, they're fun for the kids. So comment down below if you want me to do a video on how I teach my kids how to read. I would love to do that. And remember, every kid is different, has different learning styles and abilities and whatnot. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video so you can stay up to date with us. Also, we're on Facebook and Instagram, so you can find us at Family Friendzee.
Last week we weren't able to post on YouTube, so make sure you're following along with us on social media because you're going to get more up-to-date information about where we're at, what we're doing, and why we're not posting, or if we're posting more or whatever.
Got our map, got some readers up here. These are for the kids to store their blue light glasses in when they're doing screen time. We got headphones, math boards, there's subtraction, addition, multiplication, division. We have our devotion stuff here. Oh, up here we have our paints, so they can go crazy with those. I even have some extra storage on the top of our hutch. We keep extra paper up there for the printer. I have some in here, but it won't all fit, and I'm serious guys, when I print units, we go through the paper. It's crazy. I just printed the dinosaur unit, the student notebook for the dinosaurs, and Christmas unit, so that was a lot of printing. We went through the paper. But up here, I have these, like, I don't know if I can reach them. Yeah, short people, problems. It's way up there, and I keep extra paper in. The bins look like this, actually. They look just like this. I have extra computer paper in there. I have these like long dowel things. They're weird, they won't fit in the bin up there, so I just put them up there for art projects. This thing, moving on to this, I wanted this room to be more neutral, not so busy, with a pop of color somewhere. I really like color, but I also really like neutral. So So I was debating on, should I get rid of this or should I not? And I realized it holds a lot of their stuff that would be everywhere and make it look really messy. Each kid has 2 drawers, and in the middle I have like watercolor paper, construction paper, I have some watercolors. I rolled their paint smocks up and I put them in rubber bands so they fit. I just thought of this time. For years I've just been stuffing them in this thing. And look at that, it just closes. Anyway, it's the little things. So in each drawer, there's like whatnot stuff in here. This is their personal stuff. There's like a sketch pad, there's scratch paper, a couple notebooks, school books, like their math. They have their special book in here that they like. Gather round books. And Zubin's, he has his flashcards for letters and numbers. His stuff, like he made this in his school. Just kind of his stuff he's not done with or he's still using. Handwriting's in there. His gather round is in here. His little reader books. He's got a sketchbook, some scissors, stickers in this one. So each kid kind of has their own thing. In here, like Adalyn, I have the periodic table in hers. We have our map, our clock. For their scissors and stuff, they have these cool pencil boxes. These are awesome. We have had these ones for 3 years now. This is our 3rd year with these same boxes. So they've lasted so far. You can fit a lot in here. It's kind of crazy. Crayons. You can fit your colored pencils, your markers, your pencils, your glue, your scissors. It's got a pencil sharpener in here. And what we like to do with these is, let me back up. I didn't do these at first. I did the whole bucket thing where you have like your crayons here, your markers here, your pencils here, whatever. And I did that for a couple years. The buckets kind of changed throughout the years. And it just got to a point where like we would move to a room or we would go somewhere to do school and I would have to pack a separate bag for pencils and stuff. And it turned out to be this giant pile of pencils at the end of the school year and crayons and whatever because I had to have some to take with me, to keep at home, and they were just everywhere in the car. It was a mess. So I kept looking and looking, and I found these in the store, and I was like, each kid is gonna get their own. We're gonna try this out, and they have worked super awesome. So whenever we leave, like when we go to our shop or the park or anywhere, they just grab their box. They have everything in it that they need. If they need a cut, glue, color, they have it all. Each kid has their very own in it and they take it with them and they put it in their backpack and we go. And when they come home, they just put it back. And I don't have to find missing pencils, colored pencils, crayons, all that stuff on the floor, stepped on, broken, whatever. I'm sure you guys know. So we really love these. They're called vaults. So as you can see, we have these desks. Before we had these desks, we had smaller individual desks. So each kid had their own desk, so that was 4 desks. And we also had window shelves here. That's how we organized everything. We're like, we need more shelving, we need more space. So we built those. We had that for a few years and it just didn't work all of a sudden. It just felt like we needed a change. We're on our journey of minimalizing and it has been a very difficult journey as far as like purging. Like it's a major thing. We purged the desks out of here and we got these instead because multiple reasons. It looks better in my opinion. You can move them around better. We got rid of these wall shelves too. Each kid can have their spot and I could even sit down next to them if I want to because there's 6 seats now and I have 4 kids. So I can sit next to them and help them and whatever. We got these from Costco and one of the cool things about them is they have outlets and USB hookups on the side. So you just plug the cord in that's attached to the desk and then you have power. And it's pretty cool because the kids are getting older. The others are over here. The kids are getting older and they need laptops more often than they did when they were younger. So Costco, they're not there anymore. We got these desks like last minute. So okay, here's how we got these desks. Matt was at work and I was at home trying to clean up things and minimalize things, you know, purge more stuff. And I don't know what it was, but I was sitting on the couch and I was like thinking about the schoolroom. And when I think about getting something done, my brain just starts going crazy. And I'm like, what could I do? How could it work? Where could it fit? And I was like, I got it. Because we just bought one of these for our living room. And that's what I was looking at in the living room. So I go to the schoolroom, I grab a tape measure, and I'm measuring things out like a crazy person. And I was like, oh. And so I called Matt, and I was like, Matt, we have to go to Costco now and get 2 more of these desks. It's perfect for our schoolroom. And we've been looking for something that would fit this schoolroom. So I was like, babe, we have to get these. He was almost off work. And okay, so if you guys don't know, I'm sure you know, but if you don't know, Costco doesn't hold on to things for very long. Like if they're there, they may not be there the next day. They might be completely sold out. So that's why there was a rush and panic. It was like, we have to go to Costco now and get these. And so we went to Costco and there were only 2 left. Guys, there were only 2 left and that's how many we needed. And I'm so glad we got them because it fits this room perfect and there's enough seating for everybody. And you can move them around if you want to. Anyways, yeah, that's how we got those. So over here, I have all this like crafty stuff in these little jars. They're plastic jars for a reason. I have all this stuff over here at their level. They can do it, grab it anytime. They know to put it back. It's nice and organized for them. So I used to have all of this stuff in one bin and it just got really messy. So this is what I've done. I really like it. It's held up so far. This is our 2nd year using these and I don't think I'm gonna go back to a bin. So anyways, we have paint sticks. Like this thing is full of paint sticks. Zubin loves paint sticks, so there they are. I got some scissors, and this thing is some extra colored pencils, paper clips. There's a shape activity here. You just take the tray down, work on it, and when they're done, put it back. Done. These are really cool games. I got some of these, match a track and match a leaf. Those are fun. It's a memory game. And in here we have do-a-dots. Those are fun. Science stuff. We have some art boxes we're gonna complete. And in here we have odds and ends of like, there's like art stuff. Art stuff. Art stuff. We have more art stuff over here in this bin. In this one. Couldn't tell. My kids like art. Books. We have books here. We actually built this one before we got these. We ordered those online for the sake of time. We really like them. They're fantastic. We have so many books. That's another thing that I just went through, sort of. I'm not done. Yeah. Books are really hard to get rid of. Especially when you have 4 kids at 4 different levels. It's hard. So we have this cool chalkboard. It's magnetic. Love it. This weather calendar is very cool for the kids. They like being hands-on and engaged and looking at the weather outside and changing it. And then we have our calendar for the month with the moon phases, and you can change the seasons. This one seems so off. It's showing a fall leaf. It's totally winter outside for us. It's not technically winter, it's technically fall. It's just weird. So last week it was 15 degrees below 0. This evening it was 15 degrees above 0, which totally feels like a heat wave after 15 below 0. We're thankful for the warmer weather. So are our bunnies, I'm sure. I actually don't think they care. We put shiplap on the ceiling, and I'm just glad we're done with the shiplap because that was another project upon another project. And we also threw some lights in. I say threw like it was like 2 minutes. We put lights in. We also textured the walls and painted them. It was a lot of work between starting school and other stuff. So we really like how it's turned out. It feels very homey and inviting and fun. I think those were the 3 things I was going for. Oh, and I don't know if you would consider it minimalistic, but for us, it's definitely dropped down to minimalistic compared to what it was before. So I'm very happy with it. The kids are very happy with it. And thanks, babe, for helping with the shiplap. Actually, I helped you. You did most of the work.
As I was putting one up there, you nailed it up.
What? I nailed... Oh, no,
Yeah.
You're saying it fell out of the ceiling and I nailed it up.
Yeah, you nailed it up.
After I
but
said
you didn't
thank you.
You didn't hit the truss. And so then she got back down and it fell down on her head.
Yeah. And I, overstretched. I remember that. That was kind of painful, actually. Yeah. It was either fall or try to land. So I tried to land and overstretched. That was painful.
Yeah. It's not that heavy. Just
No. It was just really long.
really long and awkward.
I have really short arms.
And we had a lot of stuff in here that we were working around.
Yeah.
It was not. And we were trying to do this in here and the stuff out there. That wasn't any fun.
Nope. Shiplap out there too. Yeah, we were shiplap in our living room, and then we got to a point.
We were spread out.
Yeah, we got to a point, and I don't know why I was like, we have to shiplap the schoolroom. We have to do it now before school starts. Ugh. And I knew
that was all we were doing in here originally, and then I was like, well, I should retexture the walls.
I was like, yeah, you should. It would look good.
And then I was like, well, yeah, it just kind of built and built and built.
Yeah, it always happens though. While you're at it, you might as well. Yeah, so.
But it looks good, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, that was good. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
Good job.